Hi there, welcome to Thom Cocaine's No Sugar Vlog, and I'm Thom Cocaine, and if you saw my vlog, it was basically I went 2 weeks without trying to take processed sugar, trying to eat processed sugar, looking for things with processed sugar in them and not eating them. I mean, basically I wanted to cut out like candy bars and ice cream, God I love ice cream, and sugary processed things like soda pop, all that stuff. And so if you watched it, you saw what I did. You know, I'm not a doctor. I didn't consult a doctor. I just decided to do this after watching that sugar film. And that sugar film helped me realize how bad sugar is for your system. And I was eating, I think, too much of it. I know I was eating too much of it. So remember, now the US government says for a healthy lifestyle, you need 9 teaspoons of sugar. 1 teaspoon equals 5 grams of sugar. So over the day you can have about 45 grams of sugar and still be healthy according to the US government, which we know sometimes. Anyway, what this vlog is about, this final one is about, is distilling down the major things that I learned while going through this process of not eating sugar for 2 weeks, processed sugar. And the number one thing I learned is that I did it, you can do it. You can do it. If you want to take processed sugar out of your diet, you can do it. Have faith in yourself. Give yourself some encouragement. It takes dedication, and that's the main key. But you too can take processed sugar out of your diet. Sugar is in almost everything processed. So I found sugar in breakfast sausages, and it wasn't even like, maple process. Sometimes they put maple flavoring and stuff in breakfast sausages. It wasn't even that. They were just normal, regular breakfast sausages that had sugar in them. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying my best. And sugar. Sugar. It's breakfast links. You should be ashamed of yourselves, Johnsonville. So disappointing. Or like another one that surprised me was dried mango. And it said the 2 ingredients, mango, sugar. And they had a lot of sugar in them too. So these things were kind of really disappointing to me. But what that means is, the next thing I learned is, you've got to check the labels. Read those nutrition labels, read those nutrition labels, read those nutrition labels. It's very important, because that will show you how much sugar you're actually taking in per day. And I made the mistake a couple of times by getting things that I thought were just, didn't have sugar in them, like dried mango pieces. Dang you mangoes. But so without looking at that label, I didn't realize that the second ingredient was sugar. So make sure you read those labels. And if you look like a can of Coke, it's got 40 grams of sugar in it or something like that. A can of Pepsi. It's ridiculous. I mean, that's your daily allotment of sugar nearly in 1 can of 12-ounce soda pop. So watch those labels. Next thing I learned that I did that helped me to do this was, when I felt like I needed something sweet, I went for fruit and have them easily accessible. So like have berries. I like blueberries, I had strawberries, and I also kept a lot of mandarin oranges. You can just get a bag of them at the grocery store. That's what I have. And went and anytime I wanted something sweet, felt like I wanted a candy bar, felt like I wanted a soda pop, something like that, I went for fruit. I figured that fruit is better for me. Plus I'm getting a lot of nutrients just from the fruit itself. A lot of fiber that's in the fruit, all that good stuff you're getting, but there is fructose in it, which is a sugar. But to me, I thought this was better than having processed sugar, which is basically empty calories. At least you're getting some real calories in there to help you. I think it helped me. So to help you also not have all these sugary treats, if you've got them in your house, get rid of them. Take out that stash of candy bars you got, the things you hide from the kids. You know what I'm talking about. Like those candy bars you've got. Maybe you've got like Hershey's Kisses stash someplace, suckers or whatever you've got. You got to get them out of there, because get them out of your house or wherever you live, and that way they're not easily accessible. The main thing is, it's so easy to eat that stuff. The stuff that's processed, that has that sugar in it. You can just tear up the package, and it goes, and you're satisfied for a while. But it doesn't last, and that's the thing. But you know what? If you do eat sugary treats, it's okay. You have that one thing like, I'm going to eat this candy bar. Okay, great. You know what? The thing is that you're getting better at not eating processed sugar. And that's the thing. You're trying to get better at it. So try to go further next time in how long you go without sugar. So maybe you went a couple of days and you had the candy bar. Try to go 3 days. Next time, go 4 days. It's a process. You're trying to get better at it. You know what's that saying? You've got to suck at something before you're good at something. Well, you're going to suck at it for a while, and then you're going to get better at it. But you know what? If you do drop off the wagon, if you do have those sugary treats, make sure that you don't beat yourself up over it. Yeah, so what? You know, you had that candy bar. My experience was I had a craving for a sundae like for a week. And so I finally had that sundae. And you know what? I felt like a lot of weight was lifted off my shoulders. I felt much better after having done that. After getting that treat. And I went 7 days without having those sugary snacks. And so I felt really good about myself. And I felt much more in control, actually. After I did that, strangely enough, I felt like I went these 7 days, I had this craving, I went for it, and then I thought, wait a minute, I'm in the one that's in control. I choose when to have those sugary snacks. So once a week, have some sugary thing like that, like a sundae, fine. I think you're okay with that. That's my opinion, but it's worked for me. Remember that your body is adjusting to this new way of not having sugar. You know, sometimes one of my major things was I had a hard time waking up in the morning. I've been just laying in bed each morning this week, and I'm just now realizing that I wonder if it's because I didn't have any sugar. I felt just lethargic in the mornings. It was really hard to get out of bed. And another thing was my brain kind of got, I call it confuzzled, where I get a little confused sometimes. You know what I've noticed lately, and I think my body is changing somehow, but my brain is just a little fuzzy the last couple of days. I've noticed that. I'm blaming that on sugar. Don't know what else could have been a factor, but sugar seems to be my major focus during this whole vlog. I know my brain chemistry is changing a bit. And remember that when you have sugar, you've got your normal mood, right? Let's call this normal. And then you have sugar and it spikes way up here, like, oh, I love sugar, I love sugar. And then after that quick sugar high, you go below normal and you actually become depressed. And then you have more sugar to get out of that depression. And then you're like, this is great. And then down again to depression. So your moods go up and down. What I've noticed over time was that my moods became more even. Now, I do have moods, everybody does, but mine became more even, and I think that's a positive thing. And eventually, also, another bonus is I slept better. I've had for years a problem sleeping through the night. By taking sugar out of my diet, I slept so much better. I slept soundly through the night, which was great. And overall, I felt better, which was what this whole thing was about. So, good for me. And if you do it, it'll be good for you too, I hope. I'm just some guy on the internet. The next thing I learned is that, your choppers, the teeth, your teeth will feel much better. I brush my teeth twice a day. Once after breakfast in the morning and once before I go to bed. And I noticed that before I go to bed, my teeth didn't feel as gungy, kind of grimy, You get your teeth kind of feel grody. Grody, that's another term. I didn't feel that. I don't feel it now. Bonus. That's it. That is basically what I've distilled down as the major things that I learned through this. I've learned more. I actually wrote down like 30 some different things, but these are the major ones because I'd kind of repeat the same thing over time, just in a different way. And I thought that these were the major things that contributed to my success of taking processed sugar out of my diet. And it's been great. I feel more in control of what I'm eating. So hopefully this vlog helped you out. And if it did, great. Pass it along to somebody else, and that's all I've got to say. And if you want to take processed sugar out of your diet, you can do it. You can do it. Good luck. Hi, I'm Thom. This is the final no sugar vlog. I went for about 2 weeks. No, I went for 2. Thom Cocaine's no sugar vlog. I'm Thom Cocaine. some of the major things that I learned on this blog.